NFL, a National Football League game in slow motion. If you were to watch a fullback come charging into the line, encountering 8-9 defenders in slow motion, it would look like, it was a ballet. It's the deception of the slow motion. It's as real as can be, Omar.
Well, yeah, but I tell you, it's funny. If they come over here and beat the hell out of those guys that putting up an act in the ring, why not? The hell is it? It's good entertainment. That's at most what it is, entertainment.
You seem to be very familiar with it. I assume you watch quite frequently.
No, every once in a while, if there's
and then you tape it.
If you get sick and tired of watching the same reruns over and over again, and
sure. I understand, Omar.
And
you just happen to tape it too.
Pardon?
And you just happen to tape it too.
I did tape it one time, just to see one time how the action is, really, to slow it down. Because
sure, we all believe that.
Nobody can stand that much abuse. Week after week after week after week, getting hit over the head with all kind of things.
Hey, what do you mean? I do it.
Get pounded on their noggin and all that stuff.
Day after day, I do it. 3 hours a day, I do it.
Well,
it can be done.
You do it mentally. You get abused mentally.
Mm-hmm.
But not physically. You can't take that pounding they don't do it every weekend, God. They do it all week long. They have a wrestling show in that town, and next evening in that town, and next evening in that town, and God almighty, even the football players have to get a week off to recuperate themselves.
That's true. Thank you, Omar.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care. We have Gail here on line 11. Gail, you're with GTE Phone Repair?
Yes, this is Gail with GTE Phone Repair.
Gail, there's apparently something wrong with my phone. My name is Bob Lassiter. I do a talk show at WFLA.
Yes.
And I have offered quite a number of fascinating topics, and the phone just isn't lighting up, so therefore there must be something wrong with my phone. I have very high ratings, and normally I never really have any great problem with calls, not for more than 2 or 3 minutes at a time anyway. And I was wondering how soon you could possibly, get something done about this phone.
Okay. All right, what is the number involved with this, sir?
Well, in Hillsborough, it's 990-9352, and in Pinellas, it's 461-9352. Now, the things I brought up were, Russian wrestlers, whether or not they should be, permitted in the country. I had also suggested that we might have, what amounts to a wet T-shirt contest of the year. I asked the girls to call up, put their T-shirts on, spill water down the front of it, and then describe, to me what it looked like. Then we'd have the guys call up and hoot and holler. And for some strange reason, with topics like that, Gail, the phone just has not lit up. So clearly there's something wrong with it.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lassiter. What I'll do, I'll put in a report on it.
Well, I'd appreciate it.
And we'll start working on it.
Well, I get off at 3. Do you think you could get something done prior to 3?
As soon as possible, sir.
Okay.
As soon as possible. Is there a number we can call you back on, or?
Well, in Hillsborough, 990-9352, or in Pinellas at 461-9352.
Yeah, what do they have? Okay, one moment, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
They may never even realize they're connected to it.
What are they doing? I can't have this on the air. Turn that... Oh, it's not. Oh, it's just their commercial. Okay.
We appreciate your call here at GTE. Someone will be with you in just a moment.
Hello, this is the supervisor. Can I help you?
Yes. I was just wondering how soon we might be able to get this, problem with my phones rectified.
What trouble are you having, sir?
Well, my name is Bob Lassiter. I do a talk show at WFLA, and I had introduced quite a number of fascinating topics, and...
excuse me, are you talking about a repair problem here with your phone, sir?
Well, I'm assuming it's something wrong with the phone because
Tell me what trouble you're having with your phone, sir.
Well, the people aren't calling in on it.
What number?
In Hillsborough, 990-9352, and in Pinellas County, it's 461-9352.
Okay.
And
Is there another number I can contact you on, sir?
Well, the long-distance line is 1-223-9797. It's really a Tampa line. It's not really a long-distance line. It's a Tampa line.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, what I'll do is try and contact you on either one of these numbers. If I can't reach you, I'll go ahead and enter a repair report on it for you.
Well, thank you, because as I pointed out, it's a very popular show, and normally I don't have any trouble at all getting calls, so I can only assume that there's something wrong with the equipment.
Right. Well, if you've got problems with your equipment, then we'll need to take another route on that. Let me go ahead and have your lines checked out for you, though.
Okay. I mean, do you have any problem with the topics that I brought up? I mean, do you see why people might not want to call on them?
I don't know what topics you're talking about. I'm concerned about a repair problem with your phone service, sir.
Well, okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Take care.
Goodbye.
For his 990-9352. All of these weird numbers being given out all over the place. No wonder I'm having a hell of a time on the Phenortner today. God almighty, these are impossible conditions I have to work under. Tom in Seminole. Hi, Tom. You're on the air at WFLA. Tom's listening to his radio. He'll catch on momentarily.
Hello, Tom?
No, this is Bob.
No, wait. This is Don in Seminole.
Okay, Don in Seminole. This is Bob in Tampa.
I got you. Okay, Bob. This is first time caller, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about dirty stories and whatnot. But before we, you said you're from Jersey?
Yeah.
What part, Bob?
Collingswood.
Collingswood is.
Mm-hmm. It's right outside of Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. That's nowhere near Rahway. Huh?
Nowhere's near Rahway.
Okay. Well, anyhow,
it's right outside of New York.
I've got a little dirty thing here. That a riddle. Now, here we go.
You have a little dirty thing there.
A little dirty riddle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't epilepsy?
Imagine, and I doubt very much that I would want to begin to imagine. Daryl in St. Petersburg. Daryl, you're on the air at WFLA.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
Oh, fine.
Yeah, I couldn't help. I was listening to your show today, and I heard his man just call about the Russian wrestlers. And he was talking about when they slow it down, how fake it is.
Yeah.
And you remarked back that it's real. Then you're going into the NFL. If you slow that down, it doesn't look...
Oh, yeah, it looks like a ballet.
But do you believe that, honestly, to yourself?
What, that the NFL's a ballet? No, I know that it's real. I know the NFL's real, man.
But getting back to wrestling, what about that? Do you think that's real?
You don't think it's real?
No, I don't.
What could possibly make you say that?
Just what the man said before on the instant replay when you slow it down. And
it looks the same way when you do it with the NFL, man.
No, it's not, because when the NFL, when you slow it down, I mean, you've seen hits in the NFL. When they slow it down, it still looks real. I mean, you see heads going flying back, really. In wrestling, when you slow it down, you can tell that it's fake. I mean,
How many hours of wrestling do you have on tape?
I've seen it.
Well, how many hours? But I think there's a possibility, Jan, that you just might be able to get some hoots of your own.
Well, that sounds good.
Okay, thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
All right, this contest is now starting to pick up. You see, all you girls sat back there, waited for an hour and 48 minutes. Jan comes in almost at the last minute. She is probably going to walk off with the $3 prize. It's Jan or Sophie at this point in the game. Joe in Tampa. Hi, Joe. You're on the air at WFLA.
Collingswood Bob. How in the devil are you?
Well, I wish you really wouldn't affiliate me with that particular entity, but other than that, fine.
I'm Philly Joe, so we could kind of put it together.
Okay.
I found this very interesting. I had a dirty joke, but I got to get into something else here. I think you ought to get Jan and Don together on the corner tonight. Did you give Jan the location where Don was going to be?
Well, Jan was listening. I'm sure that if she was interested, I'm not going to solicit overly hard for Don. He can do what he does, but I'm sure that Jan was listening, and if she was interested, she probably jotted down the intersection.
Yeah, it's a darn shame, because if he were over in Camden, we could take him over on Admiral Wilson Boulevard, and he wouldn't have a problem at all. But I guess he's going to have to go to Nebraska. There might be a run from Nebraska over to where he's going to be, Fowler and...
Well, I think you misunderstand. He was not looking to buy a woman for the evening. He was, looking for a typical date. He was willing to spend as much money as he had. He's a young lad, and, maybe 17 or 18 bucks sounds like a pathetic amount of money to you or I for a date, but, young people they do different things, man.
Yeah, the poor guy is strapped, and I hate to see him in that position. I think it probably would be best if he did get... a woman of the world, because for that 20 bucks, as the other guy had called, in the pink Cadillac, he probably got a better deal for the night. He's got a sure thing. You don't have to worry about any wine, doesn't have to buy any food, and he knows the max is going to cost him 20 bucks.
Well, but as a general rule of thumb, again, nothing I've actually taken part in myself, but I do read a great deal. My understanding in a situation like that, the evening would be over by about 8:20. I think he was hoping for, something that could go till about 1 o'clock in the morning or so, maybe even 2 o'clock.
I kind of agree with you. At that young age, you have a tendency to... I'm just trying to think of the proper phrasing.
Well, if the dude has an ounce of brains in his head, he'll be down there on that corner tonight. He'll have the rose in his hand, and I'll bet you a nickel 3 or 4 people check it out.
I kind of agree with you. I think he's going to have one hell of a good turnout. Now, getting back to this, get to the Wet Willie job. Why don't you have the contest over at FLA right on the corner while you're on the air? You could shoot out during break time and kind of get a few ladies over and have some judges and give away the $3 prize.
Hey, that's not a bad idea, because Dawn would probably love that. What you could do is lock the front door and just have the guys come up and stand in front of the front door, and then we could check with her on the phone, and she could describe them, and, we could let her judge the contest.
That sounds like a super idea.
I'll check with her on the way out this afternoon and ask her if she'd, be willing to do this.
Yeah, I think there's just a few little tidbits I'm throwing at you here that, we'll get some excitement going for next Friday. I'll bring the hot dog stand over and a couple 6s of beer, and, geez, we could have a hell of a party out there.
Okay, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
You didn't hear the joke yet.
Well, I got to go for news. But I love the idea. We're going to do it.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, you're on the air at WFLA.
Good afternoon, Bob.
Afternoon, Bill.
Here's another fine mess you've got me into.
No, what's the problem, man?
Wait a minute, Sandy. Hold it. Well, I asked my wife to get into that wet T-shirt contest.
Yeah.
So she took her bra off.
Yeah.
And I took one look. She decided to wash it. I said, well, what are you washing that for? There's nothing to put into it. She says, I wash your shorts, don't I?
Oh, cheap shot, man.
Oh, yeah. When I first met her, Bob, our first date.
Don't these women realize that when they make fun about that they're really hitting below the belt in more ways than one?
Right. And I'm sensitive about it to begin with,
Right.
Right. Did you ever undress and have your wife kind of get a curious smile on her face?
Curious smile? No, but she has slapped her thigh a few times.
When I'll tell you something, Bob, I shouldn't tell this out of school. Luckily, my wife's working. When I first met her...
Wait a second. Your wife is working?
Yep, she took a job.
I heard a female in the background.
That's my daughter, Sandy.
Uh-huh.
She just walked in. I got a story to tell you about that, too. Anyways, Bob, when I first met my wife, we had a few drinks together, and we went to this little motel, and, as things carry on, she started undressing, and she took off her false bra and put it on the dresser, and took off her false hips and put it on the dresser. Took off her blonde wig and threw that in the dresser, then took off her eyelashes and threw that in the dresser.
Oh, man.
She said, you coming to bed? And I said, hell no, I'm going to sleep on the dresser.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Hey, my daughter, Sandy, just walked in, Bob. She works up here at a place called the Sea Market in, geez, I'll probably get sued over this. Anyway, she says, Dad, you aren't going to believe what happened today. This old gentleman come up to the manager and says, Sir, that waitress over there just threw my teeth out. He says, what do you mean threw your teeth out? He says, when I was having my drink, I wrapped them in a napkin. When she cleared the table, she threw the napkin in the big trash barrel with all the rest of the stuff. She said they looked for, wait a minute, Blake. She said they looked for 30 minutes for his teeth.
Oh, bummer.
So you think you got a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, one other thing, Bob.
Yeah.
Does Dr. Jatan, wait a minute, Blake, I'm talking to Bob Lassiter, your favorite man. Does Dr. Jatan ever tune into your program?
I don't know.
Oh, well, her big problem seems to be, I listen to her, her promos anyways, because, right after that other bad show.
Yeah.
I think, hey, you got to watch those two guys, too. I hear they're holding hands during that show now.
Well, I think that's only for moral support.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't believe those rumors.
But anyways, her big question seems to be, does your husband snore after sex?
I thought her big question was, please call. Won't someone please call?
That's the second one.
Please. Okay, thanks for the advice.
Okay, Bob. Have a nice weekend.
I'll do my darndest. Frank in Lakeland. Hi, Frank. You're on the air WFLA.
Hey, Bob. How you doing?
Oh, great.
Hey, we got to get these prizes up a little bit, so I'm going to donate 3 gallons of the ice cream of your choice.
3 gallons of the ice cream of my choice.
Or the winner's choice.
Well, I mean, come on. Let's face it. The guys have not given a great deal of encouragement to the ladies this afternoon.
I just got in. I own an ice cream business, and I will deliver it. I go to Tampa twice a week, and I'll be happy to deliver 3
Well, the problem
gallons.
is right now the leader in the wet T-shirt contest of the air is a dog.
Oh, can I have a vote?
I mean, literally a dog.
Okay, I want to vote.
Okay.
Okay, the what's her name? Jan, the one.
Yeah, well, you don't vote at a wet T-shirt contest, man. You have to hoot and holler.
I've never been to one.
Well, you have to hoot and holler.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a thing where everybody that likes contestant number 3, raise your hands. No, it's the girls do their thing and the guys go, whoa, whoa, look at that side, whoa, whoa, whoa. So that's the way you vote. If you want to vote, vote.
Oh, well, I don't get that excited over them, but I figured they needed more prizes, so I thought.
Oh, come on! You're telling me you're willing to give away 3 gallons of ice cream, but you don't get that excited over?
Yeah, it can be Haagen-Dazs.
You're willing to give away 3 gallons of Haagen-Dazs, and you would try to have us believe that you don't get that excited over, memories? Uh-huh.
Well,
hey, Frank, man, you got to loosen up a little bit. You got to loosen up. Hoot and holler, man.
Lake one, Bob.
Come on, Jan's going to lose out to a dog if you don't start hooting and hollering. Come on.
Okay,
do it for
Jan.
Jan.
Whoa, yay for Jan. How's that?
That's not too bad.
Okay.
Hey, Jan, make them babies bounce. Woo, dog. Yeah, go, baby, go. Squeeze them together. Woo. Yeah, she was a hot one, definitely.
All right.
Yeah,
okay, well.
Baby going.
All right, well, thank you, Bob. We've got a tie now between Jan and the dog. Mike in Tampa. Mike, you're on the air at WFLA.
Hello, Bob.
Yeah, Mike.
How you doing this afternoon?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, here's this for Jan. Woo, baby! Yeah, shake them things.
All right, Jan's out in front by 1 vote. Thank you, Mike.
Have a good one, Bob.
You too. Randy in Tampa. Randy, you're on the air at WFLA.
Whoa, Jan! Whoa!
Whoa, all right. Thank you, Randy. John, somewhere in Hillsborough County. John, you're on the air at WFLA.
Yeah, Bob, I got to vote for Jan. She is hot. Woo! Shake 'em, baby. Love it.
All right,
Yeah,
well, okay, Jan, hands down, so to speak, the winner here on the first WFLA wet T-shirt contest. Have you been listening to the contest, Norman?
Indeed, and I think you have done a real innovation. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
It only took 2 hours, for God's sake, to get...
Finally got them going, didn't you?
Oh, man.
Got those nipples hard, and away we went.
I don't know what's the matter with my audience. I don't think my audience, is...
Your audience needs breast implant surgery for the most part.
My audience needs some kind of surgery.
Mm-hmm. Silicone.
Whoa.
But they got going there in the end. Those nipples were hard, and the water was dripping. That was just fantastic.
Oh, it really was. Well,
the one there that had one circling clockwise and one going counterclockwise at the same time, that was impressive.
Well, unfortunately, that was the dog. You guys have yourselves a good weekend. See you on Monday. Behave yourselves now, would you?